I wanted to talk today about the hate in the guitar community because before anybody says it, hate exists everywhere on the internet. It exists in everyday person's video. It exists in every community on the internet. But I was honestly shocked at the hate in the guitar community. I posted my first few covers. My goal of 2024 was to post more music content and post more covers to keep myself accountable, to practice, and also because I want music and acting and dance all on my channel. So I upload my first few videos and I put some of them on my Instagram. And I don't know how, because I feel like my Meg D on Instagram is a little more personal. It's like people from high school and work and life, but this guy somehow stumbled on it, actually learned how to play before posting a video. So I was thinking, I'm like, okay, this is kind of random and weird and whatever. I started going on other guitarists' pages and seeing, is this normal to get like hate this quickly, I guess? And I realized that it was sadly pretty normal from what I could see. That guy messaged me and said, hey, I think you could do this a little better. Maybe you might want to try this hand placement, whatever it may have been. That would have been so cool. But he left a hate comment to try to embarrass me, to try to make me seem like I was just terrible. Hopefully you can't hear my laptop sounding like it's taking off into space. You're not just a faceless person on the internet, and if you are, you're a coward, but also like your words have impact and consequences. And I guess it's a tricky thing because I hate how accepted the internet is just a mean place. I guess it has to be because freedom of speech, you can say what you want, but I hate that that's like the norm. I used to do a lot of resin tutorials and resin art videos on this channel, which is why a lot of people originally subscribed. Thank you if you're still here. I felt like I was kind of in a safe corner of the internet because not a lot of people know about epoxy resin, so not a lot of people could challenge me or like tell me I was wrong, whereas more people know about guitar. And I felt a little safer in the resin community because it was so niche and small and I knew a lot about it. Now that I'm going into an avenue of something that's way more popular, I can definitely feel the heat. And it got me thinking about how, I forget if it was Jack White or who said this. Back in the day, like, you could get a band together, bomb your first shows, like, just do absolutely terrible and figure it out, get your footing. And now it's so much about presenting properly and having your image put together, and it feels like you can't fail as easily because there's always people out there to point out everything you're doing wrong. And that's such a new concept because we didn't always have so many voices and opinions. And my theory, we already have the voice of doubt in our minds, and I think now we have this other voice of doubt, which is that when we're going to upload something or share our art or share content, we can already hear the hate that's going to be said. So it's almost becoming like two negative voices in our minds. What really bothers me about the hate in the guitar community is that so much of it comes from fellow guitarists. And I'm like, shouldn't we all be celebrating each other? Like, the fact that someone picked up an instrument and is learning it, do you know how good that is for your brain, for your mind, body, and soul? That's just, it's really sad to me that somebody can see someone who's learning and really trying at something and knock them down. It's weird. And I don't think anyone who's uploading is claiming to be Slash or Tom Morello. They're just having fun and playing an instrument. And at no point do I ever watch someone and go, oh my God, this is so bad. Like, I can't believe they posted this. I'm like, yeah, good for them. It's cool to see that they're working at something. I'm going to talk about one of my biggest pet peeves that I've seen. And there's this girl, I can't remember her name offhand. It's like Mel's Music or something. And she posts sometimes in bikini tops, right, while she's playing guitar. And oh my God, the hate on those videos. It's like, oh yeah, I'll play a super simple riff and then just wear a bikini top and get views. And I'm like, since when did a simple riff suddenly mean it's not good? Because some of the most simple, easy to play riffs in history are the most popular. Have you ever tried to play Seven Nation Army or Smoke on the Water? Those are awesome songs, and the fact that they're easier to play doesn't make them not awesome songs. Like, Jack White breaks world records. He's an incredible guitar player, and just because he wrote a simple riff doesn't mean he doesn't know how to play. And why are we saying that about people who are learning guitar? If they're learning simple, first of all, what's the harm in learning a simple riff when you're first starting? Second of all, who cares? So what, if you can't absolutely shred the guitar, you're suddenly just not worthy of posting videos? Like, be so for real. So many comments are about the fact that she's in a bikini top. And I'm like, have we totally lost the plot here? Like, isn't that what rock is about and music is about, is freedom and self-expression? If a woman wants to express herself in that way, what's the problem? And I think if you have a problem with that, then you're totally missing the point of rock and music and artistry. Maybe you don't agree with her definition of freedom. That doesn't mean that she can't do that or that it's just so totally wrong. Love about this chick is she kept posting those videos and she kept wearing those tops. And I freaking love that, because to me that is the definition of rock. Especially punk rock, right? Wasn't that whole movement created out of like rebellion? And I think that's awesome that she didn't let it stop her, and she didn't let those people get in her head. I add that if a guy was shirtless playing guitar, would he get the same hate as a woman in a bikini top? But I'll just leave that point there. You know, think about the stuff that Taylor Momsen wears on stage, or Vic DeAngelis, is that how you say it? The bass guitar player of Måneskin. Like, look at the stuff they're wearing. That is freedom. That's women who want to show off their bodies and use that in their artistry, and that's freaking awesome. And then there's other people that don't do that at all, and that's awesome too. And I think that that's the whole point of what we're doing here, is that you do what you feel comfortable doing. But of course, I'm sure the guys that are hating on that girl in the bikini top are just like turned on and they're freaked out by it, so they have to leave some sort of hate. And I just think it's hilarious. So funny that as soon as a woman wears less clothes, what she's doing becomes less valuable. You know, as soon as she has a bikini top on, suddenly she's not good at guitar. But I'm sure if she wore a different top, you wouldn't be saying that. And maybe you still would. But if you did, if you still do want to say that, no matter what she's wearing, then you're probably just an asshole. Punk rock is about pushing back from the norm, creating your own style, being yourself, expressing yourself. And you know what? Her older videos, if you watch them compared to how she plays now, yeah, she plays a lot better now. But it sucks that people take away the fun of learning sometimes, because you feel like you have to post these perfect, curated, absolutely to the level of the recording of that album. And it's just like, that's not the point though. We're just jamming and having fun and learning, and we should be able to make mistakes, and we should be able to post riffs that we're not that good at yet, because I think showing your process is just as fun as showing a perfect video. Another video I came across, this guy played a guitar solo. I think originally he was playing a riff of some sort, and then he messed up a note, so he just turned it into a solo. That was my understanding. And this one commenter spent over 9 months replying to people's comments. So they wrote a hate comment, then people were challenging them, being like, dude, just let him play, let him do what he wants. And this person spent 9 months arguing back about how much they hated this guy's guitar solo. I'm like, first of all, who has that kind of time? Second of all, who cares enough? I think people who act like that, they would really benefit from putting that energy into something that actually matters, like making change in the world, instead of just leaving hate on people's guitar solo videos. One comment I saw, this person said, yeah, so he messed up a note and turned it into a solo, whether you thought it was good or not. Isn't that what art is? Like, he made a mistake, and then he made something cool out of it. Like, that's awesome. I guess I'm just very surprised at the hate in this community, because I really thought it was like fun and supportive, and I think 95% of it is, but I see actually an abnormal amount of hate, I think, on guitar videos. Even the guy who left me hate, that kind of inspired me to go down this rabbit hole, he plays in a band, and I'm like, wouldn't you hate for people who watch your band, listen to your band, to know that you were leaving comments like that on some girl's video who was just trying? I haven't been playing electric for that long. Like, I've on and off played guitar since I was 12, but I've never actually committed and really worked hard at it. And so many comments were lovely and kind and sweet and supportive. I saw Julia Fox say that she loves to leave hate comments up because she's like, how embarrassing is that for them? I guess I just don't understand the thought process of why you would want to tear someone down who's working at something, who's trying. I don't think most people who are playing guitar are attempting to be the best guitar player on earth. They're just having fun. And maybe they're a songwriter and they're working at it like I am. It just made me sad that somebody could be so hateful over someone who's just playing an instrument. It's really not that deep. But I saw a celebrity giving a speech, and she was reading off of a paper, and the comments were like, oh, she has to read off a paper, how disingenuous. But then if she got up there and stumbled on her words, people would probably have called her stupid. But I'm like, have you ever been on a stage in front of a lot of people, if it's an award show, a lot of very prestigious people, and had to literally say a sentence? It would be hard. The lights are on you, the cameras are on you, it's on television, and there's a lot of people staring at you, and I think that is so outside of our natural human biology to be in those situations. So we're gonna freeze, we're gonna be nervous, and if somebody feels better reading off a page, then so be it. And when I saw those comments, I was like, wow, you really can't do anything. Like, she's getting hate for looking down at a page too much. She's probably just shy and anxious, but people need to interpret everything as bad. I remember Miley Cyrus recently when she accepted that award and she said, oh, I might have forgot underwear, and she got off stage and was like, why did I say that? That wasn't even true. And her and Billie Eilish were saying that when you get up there, you just freeze because it's so unnatural. And those are people with media training and have been in the public eye for so long, and they still struggle. So I don't know. I think people are just so hard on others now, and I think a lot of people think their opinion just needs to be stated because there's a place that says add comment, and it's not necessary. I don't feel the need to add my comments to everything. You could literally breathe and people will have something to say about it. So you might as well just pick up that guitar and play it and ignore what people are going to say. We're just in this really weird time where we have so much access to negative comments and people talking to us, and it's very accessible for people to talk to us now. Like, if people leave comments on my YouTube channel, there's a chance I could see them. It's very weird and unhealthy, and there's going to be a lot of studies about the damage that's going to do to us long term, and I think we are going to see a lot of studies come out about this and how horrible it is for the human mind. When I was a kid and you posted videos, I don't remember this level of hate and negativity, and it makes me really sad because there are people out there who read comment sections and think, okay, I can't ever upload a YouTube video or me playing guitar because look at the hate this person got, and they're way better than me. But don't listen, because honestly, if you listen, they win. And when I got that hate comment, I thought, if I don't pick up my guitar again, they win. And we can't let them. We have to let ourselves be creative and learn and grow. Playing the guitar is freaking cool. So pick up that guitar and don't let anyone stop you. If you are a guitarist and you can relate to this feeling, let me know, because I am genuinely astounded at how negative so much of this community is. And it makes me really sad because music is awesome and there's no reason for people to be acting this way online. Off to those of you who have received a lot of hate, and keep going. And if you're letting the fear of hate stop you from playing, don't let them win. Thank you for watching this video. I hope one day the internet could become a kinder place, but unfortunately, I don't know if that's possible. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in my next video. I know this one was a little unconventional for my channel, but I just felt really compelled to talk about this, so bye!